seconds. 220. Wide, take it.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. You haven't missed too much just yet. We're still in the first quarter and ready for a kickoff. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
That one good for 7 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll set up a throw, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now back to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything. And when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this. And in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Skirts by him at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. Finding room to the 20. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Here we go.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they run with Hill. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back out to Dallas as we hand things over to Brandon Guy.
All right, LR, thank you, my man. Still anyone's contest, just a 2-point game as we get set for the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Whoosh. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. The 40, the 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's been exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Hill, a 23-yard run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And a look at Jeremy Hill as he heads back out there now. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in touchdown, New York. A big play there, 68 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now it's the backup Simeon. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Adolphus Washington in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw, McCarron. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now McCarron firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. In the red zone this time. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's McCarron again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now here's McCarron on third. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's McCarron. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. An unbelievable play there on fourth and long. 44 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
McCarron to throw on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
McCarron throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. A gain of 3, second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Right back to Drake. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Come on, let's go!
Oh, look at the juke. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And this time, McCarron will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
You